Ah.
We're not even gonna wait anymore. We're already started late. What timer? I don't know what you're talking about. It's totally gone. It's not there anymore. All I see is a login screen and my own beautiful face. That's all. That's what's important. Yep. Wait. You were audible, but then now you're not for some reason. What the hell? Ah.
Are
I'm blaming
we
you for this.
audible?
You're audible in the intro screen. Why aren't you all audible here? Yeah.
Audio engineering is an actual thing.
Okay, there we go. Now we're back.
Yay!
What?
Check 1 2. Okay, we're good now. Welcome everybody. We're back. We're good. We're here. We'll figure it out. Okay.
You broke
now,
it deliberately so I couldn't hijack it. Got it.
Okay, and now I made sure I logged out Garlemon, so I am ready to immediately go into the duty.
Excellent.
Yeah. I know. A lot of stuff is gonna happen. Okay, I get it. Okay, oh no, I made this. What'd
you do this time?
Damn it! I went in as the wrong class again.
Lol. The same mistake you made on Wednesday.
Slightly the same. This time I went as a Dark Knight as opposed to Sage.
I mean, Dark Knight's more survivable. And Sage was fine. I mean, I did it as Sage, and look at me.
I mean, not that I didn't. I just wanted to do it as Reaper, just because, not because of anything against Sage. So whatever. I messed up twice already. We'll just call it good.
I apparently have 2 Zenor skin maps. Apparently.
Oh, nice. I do not currently have any Zonyour skin maps. I do, however, have, I think, 3 Kambira skins.
That's 90?
Yeah, 98 mans. Because I got 1 on me, I got 1 in my saddlebag, and I think I put 1 on one of my retainers. Yep. 1 on me, 1 in saddlebag, 1 on Owen.
Those who can stand, come with me.
Everyone's turning. All is lost.
Easy now. Deep breaths. You're safe now.
Yes, we should calm everybody. Everybody, give them, I don't know, some medicine, drugs. Let's give them drugs.
Worry not for the refugees, but for yourself.
Oh, Stinian, don't stand in the red.
He's gonna do that every time, Eddie.
He likes standing in the red.
He lives for it.
By the way, Eddie, this is not necessarily a conversation for tonight, but to preempt for most likely next stream. After the 89 dungeon is the 89 trial, I am recommending, and Sanger will second, that you do it with the NPCs.
NPCs? You can do a trial of NPCs?
It's the only
the
one.
first. The only one, and I would heavily recommend it.
Okay.
Alright.
And when you
now
do so, trust Isola.
Now that Eddie's been indisposed, time to go get Pup.
Are you telling me that I should forgive the last incident with Yushola that I mentioned a lot?
Remember what Ishola
3
can do.
episodes ago.
Remember what Ishola can do, Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, Ishola's blind.
Dinian, take the healing already. What the hell?
No. Justinian likes getting hit.
Don't look, Justinian. Don't look.
Oh no, Justinian's gonna look. Or what's that meme template? It's too late, mother. I have seen everything.
No.
Yes. Up, done through.
Oh wait, whatever this is creepy as fuck.
But not hard enough.
I just wanted to make that known.
They're all creepy as fuck, Eddie. They're fucking twisted shells of humanity.
No. This just feels more messed up than usual. It's dead now.
Ooh, I just came up with something really interesting we could say it is.
Oh, it's even worse than the cutscene.
Meanwhile, I mean,
It's the Trash Can Reaper's nobody.
oh,
Yes, I don't know what you're referencing, but I like it.
Trash Can Reaper, you know who the Trash Can Reaper is.
Yes, but his nobody's who I want to see.
You just fought his nobody.
remember, nobody's.
Did you mean Heartless?
Oh no, I didn't mean
No.
Heartless. Heartless is the shadows. Nobodies are the flipped X names.
Forward! Let not a single fiend escape!
I don't know. It's been a while, okay?
It's been a while.
Wait.
The last time I played that game was actually no. The last time I played any part of that game
You
was
recovered then?
when I played Chain of Memories for the first time,
Time enough
and
to
that's
be of age.
also why that was the last time I played any part of that game series. Because I'm sorry, but
We can
Chain of
speak of it
Memories
more
is
later.
just.
Once again, I want everything the Garleans are wearing.
To repay your
I
mean,
salvation in kind,
It's
or
possible.
with better.
I mean, we haven't seen like the next tier of gear yet.
We haven't seen probably about 4 or 5 tiers of gear at this point.
Yeah.
And that's not even including
Of that I've no doubt.
whatever the raid ends up being, which is another 3 tiers. So there's still a lot of ground yet to cover.
Good gods. Of all possible saviors, the Imperial Army.
So we could potentially get actual Centurion armor.
Mm-hmm.
I had hoped
Yeah, I
to
think
take
it's
all
here.
of them down at once.
Maybe? Where's over there?
Think a withdrawal?
Yeah, we'll see in a minute. I
might be in
think it
order?
is here.
Oh, sod that. You know who
Time to
would
grab
never
these
abandon these
cocoons.
people
Grab,
to
grab,
their
grab.
fate.
Oh no!
No, it's over there.
Devoured by their
There we
former
go.
friends.
Now I
That'd be
remember.
beyond
I'm
cruel.
setting up shop
These beasts
down
must
here
fall
where
here
you guys
and
are going
now.
after what you're doing right now.
Well then, I'd say it's high time we threw caution to the winds.
So long as you spare me the heroic sacrifices. Now,
Which I believe is
let's go.
going to be here.
Yeah, you have to play as a red mage.
You're fighting as your favorite twin.
Absolutely. Of course, now I have to remember all their abilities. Ooh.
Well, all of the abilities, just the limited palette of abilities that Alice has.
This one's improved a little since last time I played as her. I
mean,
like
would
this
hope
one.
so.
I kind of wish I had this version.
The right one.
Somebody save me.
No.
fine.
The beast calls down meteors. That's not fair.
And since when is anything fair, at least an Endwalker?
That one time?
In Bandcamp?
Yeah.
I don't want to know what you did with meteors in Bandcamp.
More meteors.
Why do you keep summoning meteors in Bandcamp? There's something seriously wrong with
He's
you, Eddie.
trying to play meteors, but not, and keeps on getting meteors.
I'm not done yet.
Nothing to worry about.
More meteors!
Just deal with it, Eddie. Think of it like rain.
The air crackles with energy.
Meteor rain?
Rain.
Meteor rain.
As they say, turnabout's fair play.
Super move. Let's do that.
Ah, meanwhile.
Yay, we win. Aw, puppy. Let's keep it.
There's not the barest trace of ether. Maybe there really is no way to bring them back. Thank you for saving our lives once again. I remember you from Purusha. You helped us there too, didn't you?
Yeah, we get around.
Ah, you're from Palaka's stand. I'm glad you're still in one piece. Or you will be, once I see to that injury of yours.
Look out!
Oh, another one.
Another one.
Oh, there's a deja vu.
Get out of here! Quickly! I won't lose them. Not a one. This will be a brighter future. I won't let a madman's apocalypse ruin everything we've fought to achieve!
Get it together, Alize. You're embarrassing yourself. And in front of father, no less. You might never measure up to our champion. But we ask too much of him as it is. You mustn't let Eorzea's hero fight alone. Oh.
No, I regret this costume.
Why?
Because I would have preferred my Reaper costume for this heroic entrance.
Man, I went
I
out
can
to the
look after
grocery store and
myself.
I was covered head to toe because it's fucking freezing.
Everything's in order? I trust?
I love how she's like, Eorzea's hero can't do all the fighting himself. We gotta pick up the slack for too. And then you show up and you're like, yeah, but you thought?
Yeah.
Oh, a trio for the ages.
And also, I also chose the squats regimen. I thought that a nice bit of levity would be nice, but she didn't quite take it the way I was hoping. Oh, it's meteor dance time. Yay!
Dance, meteor.
Just the beginning.
You're falling apart to halftime.
Dance, dance.
These are the lives we like to lead.
feeling I'd find you here.
Hi, Justinian.
The last of the worst troublemakers. With me!
Boom, boom, boom. Free for all. Got him. We did it. We're so good.
You must board without delay. The ship will depart ere long.
Your offer to host us in Charlian is most appreciated. But will the final days not soon fall upon it as well?
Your hesitation is not unwarranted.
Now time for another
The Satrap entrusted me with your lives, yet I have failed your comrade.
Metal Gear Solid moment with
Nor are you wrong to fear that
Thancred.
this corruption will continue to spread.
Yeah.
I cannot
Yay.
promise
That feels like a lifetime ago.
even in my homeland. What I can promise is that I will do all in my power to protect you. That power is not inconsiderable. Even now, my countrymen are preparing the vessel that will deliver us to a sanctuary on the moon. Join us on our journey there, and beyond, to new horizons. Come to old Charlian.
We would be fools to refuse such a generous offer made in earnest.
You should just use the teleporter. Or is that not an option? Why take a ship?
Seems they've a new destination.
The people of Radz-at-Han have known too much suffering. The march to Garlemald will only bring them more.
Well, remember, part of the
Sure.
challenge is that not everyone can teleport if you're not attuned.
Oh, I don't remember that part. Okay.
Fortunately,
Well,
they have
remember
you
the
to look
beginning
after.
of this with you trying to get to Thavnir?
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean,
you
I'm
take the specialty crystal that ended up causing you to throw up forever.
I meant the moon.
Oh.
Behind you!
Who's
Just
attuned to
there!
the moon?
Well,
Well, the
So-
problem with that is that they were taking the ship to get to the tower.
run, dude, run!
Yeah.
Teleported there.
Okay, that makes sense then.
But then the apocalypse happened.
Yeah. Then everything
Check
changed
the weather
when
and it says apocalyptic.
then everything changed when the apocalypse attacked.
Oh, look who the savior is now.
Xenos!
Oh hey,
Yeah.
it's a trash can reaper.
You'll be all right. Hurry to the airship. Why have you come?
A heretofore unseen beast. 'Twas ripe for the slaying. Poor sport, alas. Unfit to temper my blade.
Oh, for the love of... You cannot still be on about a rematch.
That is and has ever been my sole concern. You, on the other hand, are fixated.
I'm sorry, but
on a
Xenos in this
different
expansion
quality.
is just giving off big
Your
yandere
passion
energy, and I'm just not here
pales
for it.
with mine. Yet neither hate nor
Don't you mean
despair
tsundere?
seems sufficient to recapture
Yandere,
your
no.
misdirected
I mean yandere. He's got the violent tendencies.
The murderous, violent tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean,
hold
it's still
my
to get
blade.
Senpai to notice him, but
And I
he's
wait.
going a more violent approach to it.
That's it. That's all you care about.
Because if it was Tsundere, he'd be like, it's not like I really want to rematch or anything.
Garlemald is in ruins. Our homeland, the nation you rule, is as good as gone. Along with so many of its people. Not just soldiers like us. Not only those who fought and killed for power and duty. Innocent civilians. Murdered by their own flesh and blood. Lost and confused as they breathed their last. While we who survived with our lives and minds intact were left to freeze to death. The Eorzeans tell me all this was your doing. You slaughtered your countrymen. You did! For what?
For me, buddy. He did it for me.
For nothing in the end. So much wasted effort.
You. You bastard!
Somebody hold him back.
For your own sake, Euless, you must control your anger. It will serve no one should it consume you and see you transformed.
Uh-oh. Did he just hear the magic words? Did he?
Would you be happier had I a good reason?
What?
The magic words. I will fight you.
If my motives met with
No,
your approval,
not those
do
magic
you no longer
words.
resent the outcome? If so, then perhaps a beast's skin would suit you better.
Oh, Xenos. He's such an ass.
Duty, honor,
Of course, it's gonna be a ass.
all constants.
I mean,
of
he has some value in what he's saying, though.
Surely the war taught you how easily power becomes.
I hate
a
to
tool
say
for
it,
the
but he's not
self-righteous.
wrong. Like,
Yeah.
this is a fucked up result. No matter what path you took to
Other
get here,
people's
the
justice
result
was
is
merely
fucked
a
up.
means to their
Is it
ends.
really better if it was good intentions instead of ill ones that led
Yet
here?
You would ask me why.
Yeah, right.
Ask any creature
Yeah,
of the star. and
it's one of those like the villain
they will
has a
tell you
point,
what suits their
even though he's
fancy.
kind of being a butt about it.
Yeah.
They would be
Like,
right
I'm
to
not
do
Team
so.
Xenos by
What
any fucking
meaning
stretch of
there
the
is to be
imagination.
found in the petty
But
vicissitudes
you
of
can't
your
completely
existence
dismiss what
must
he's
be
saying, because
gleaned by
there's
you
definitely a few
and
kernels of
you
truth in
alone.
there. Doesn't make him right for it, but I can't call him wrong.
A broken cuckoo
Should you
clock is
seek it
right
in
twice a day.
battle in the fruitless pursuit of my demise, then come.
Not even necessarily
Assume
just
your
that.
rightful
Like,
place
actually,
as a
like
notch
he has a completely valid point. Like I said, I'm not going to be, hashtag Xenos was right. Don't clip me out of context saying that.
He's bringing up good points,
A
but
blight on the Garlean race.
is he right? Like,
Satisfying way to expunge
it's
it
not
than
like
by
right or
beating
wrong.
you
It's
to
more of
death.
like perspective on this, and it's a very valid perspective.
But I
Is
will
he
not
right?
be party to another
Hell,
tragedy.
no, because
I refuse to lose
the
anyone
reasons
else.
behind why
because
Xenos
of
got there
you.
is because, well, his own personal fucking.
So go.
Oh god, I'm
Go,
gonna have to say
and
this
may we
boner
never
quest
suffer your
to fight
madness
with the
again.
Warrior of Light.
It's true. He's got a fucking massive fucking hard on for his rematch.
Exactly.
Xenos!
That's why I say it's a boner quest for him.
So when is Xenos going to purposely turn into a blasphemy just to make me fight him?
Perhaps you found meaning
I don't
in
know.
I don't know
your
if he
Yeah.
has enough
I
emotions
cannot
to do
deny
that.
you found strength. Yet if you only pursue your hedonistic
The only thing I can
pleasures
say, Eddie,
and
is
pay
just
no
continue
heed
the
to
story.
plight of others,
Plus, also,
then no
keep
one
in
will give you
mind
the time of day.
that he just killed a blasphemy in one hit and
You
said that
will
it wasn't
never get
even
what you want.
fit to hone
Not
his
even the
blade
battle
on.
you pine for
So
dearly.
he might see that as being a step backwards for
You'll
him,
be alone
which he
for
would
an
never
eternity,
suffer.
and you'll deserve
Especially
every
since he ended up
agonizing second of
dissing
it.
Zodiark after seeing it in action.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I wanted that? No, fuck that. I'm already stronger than that, too. Right now, there's one thing in the whole of existence that he considers stronger than him, and that's MC.
We're ready to depart. The refugee ships will be leaving shortly, but I've asked mine to remain for the time being. There's room enough for you to join me on it, if you wish. Do contain your surprise. I needn't agree with the Scion's methods or intentions to acknowledge that their deeds are deserving of gratitude.
We appreciate the offer. But might I ask why you are delaying your departure? I presume it is not solely for our benefit.
I must visit Garlemald ere we return to Sharlayan. Having caused such an uproar, 'tis only meet that I explain myself to the Ilzabard contingent.
Allow us to accompany you then. We should be glad to facilitate, given our familiarity with all concerned. If you would like to join as well, Eulus, we can speak of recent events on the way.
He'll be after your seat on the forum next.
Stidian always gotta point something in there.
Oh yeah, remember, Estinian's the snarky one.
Mm-hmm.
The cool, aloof, snarky one. Alice is the hot-blooded, in-your-face, snarky one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think he did it because it's Alpha No more than anything.
Oh, remember, Estinian does actually respect Alphino.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He did it for Alpha No.
Yeah. I would say even more than respect. I would say it more like he sees Alphino as his little brother almost. Like comrade in arms, obviously, but also like a little brother to him.
Didn't Estinian have younger siblings before, fucking dragons?
No major injuries then.
Wow,
Good.
your phrasing.
I briefed the recovered
No,
soldiers.
your phrasing caught me off guard. I can't continue my thought.
They would not make it in time.
He was into all that, but I thought that was more Isale's territory.
Well, that's one way of putting it.
That was more Isale's territory. Well, I guess technically Shiva's territory, but Isale kind of borrowed it.
Yeah.
Goodness me.
I regret to say.
Honest, no. Back to what we were talking about. Back to the actual original question. I don't remember the Azure Dragoons, the backstory of the Azure Dragoon, because you get some through the Dragoon quest line, and you get some through the Heavensward quest line, but I don't remember it specifically pointed out if he had younger siblings or not.
Another trial.
Well, I thought he had a
wrought by
family.
the final days.
I remember
I
that
was beginning
part.
to suspect as much.
Admittedly, we don't know the configuration of said family.
You doubtless feel some consternation having been forced to abandon your original plan. But trust me when I say you were right to send the refugees elsewhere.
But whether or not he has younger siblings by blood, he definitely seems to have adopted Alphino as his younger brother as well.
leads the remainder of the contingent in an effort to cull the creatures and evacuate the populace as we
At least
speak.
that's my read of the situation. And that's coming from someone who ships everyone, so
Once
let's
the
not
airships
go
have taken to the
romance on that one.
skies, I pray your men can be persuaded.
No, I'm shipping it. Estinian with somebody else already.
Estinian himself.
Really?
Estinian with Estinian.
No.
Estinian with Virtra.
I
No.
would have sent you after the Scions, where I expecting you to stab them in the back.
Although that wouldn't be a bad one either. I like that one.
Risvalgar?
And I, for one, would not consider past transgressions more relevant than
You're very far.
Ew.
Regardless
Why
of
are
the
you shipping him
circumstances
with,
that
like,
saw us
Grandpa
heads before,
Dragon?
We need men of courage now, more than ever.
I'm pretty sure I explicitly said who I'm shipping him with before. Priya.
You might have. I just forgot about it.
So distracted I have no idea what's going on in this cutscene now.
We swore to defend Garlemald.
You're so busy talking about shipping.
That I abandoned this ship.
Oof.
It seems you have everything under control. You will excuse me then, for mine own duties await.
A moment, Master Fortuno. You did desire to express your appreciation for services rendered, did you not?
I did. Though if you intend to again ask that Charlian alter its course, you will find my gratitude insufficient.
'Tis nothing so onerous. I wish to hear the details of this grand endeavor of yours.
Excuse me, I have to go fart on some dragons.
Gross.
Do you swear to listen and to learn, and not to embark upon some scheme to impede
Oh wait,
us?
correction. Fart on some goblins.
I swear.
Oh. I mean, I guess that one I have to be less against, because that one is is a bit more consensual. Farting on the Dragons is non-con.
Actually, no. There's a version of Farting on the Dragons where it is con.
Oh yeah, no, there is. But usually when you're talking about Farting on the Dragons, I think of the one where you're testing the new batch.
You may await our summons at the Baldessian Annex, assuming the decision.
And that one is heavily non-con.
Does that?
But there's the one also where they have like midges or something.
You have my thanks.
Basically, they got fleas.
Oh,
because
please.
Because the youngins
tales of your most recent sojourn to the first while we wait.
didn't clean the lair well enough.
Yeah, or something like that. Okay, I am in the wrong layer, it seems.
I'm nowhere close.
Well, yeah, no, you're doing your own thing.
What the hell? Oh. I mean, wait, what?
Hmm?
Stranger in a strange land.
Yes. Things have gone awry again.
And now he is here with a specific craving.
Where is this
A craving.
blasted pudding?
For pudding.
Flesh.
No, pudding.
Flesh.
All I could think of is flesh pudding?
No, pudding flesh. The item.
Ah.
Geez, the
Well,
Lulliprince
you did
couldn't just
there, I
wait
see
on the
it.
moon for us?
No. No,
Do
the
they
Labyrinth
seem like
will
the
now be
type to
everywhere.
wait on the moon?
Even the darkest night.
God.
And to this
Urion J with an
Yeah.
army of Lulliprince. God.
comfort.
Of course.
Labyrinth. Also, I really do want the emote that Pudding Way is putting out there.
Upon my return.
Is
Also,
pudding way
the
doing
energy.
the
Whilst
same
I look
about?
down upon our star's brilliance
The,
from
the,
the
the
moon
spinning
above.
pudding around the head.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but what are you doing here? And dressed like
I thought
that?
Pudding Way was doing the song emote. I was like, that's normally Singing Way's job, but
For my health, should I proceed
If
to
you look at it
expound
very
upon our
closely,
purpose
they're little
ere I
tiny
procure more suitable garments.
things of flan pudding dancing around.
it's like the KO. It's like the KO birds or what have you, but instead it's puddings.
The confused chocobos. That's what I thought they were.
It's rude, is what it is. At least that's what I thought at first.
But yeah, that one. It's just puddings dancing around Pudding Way's head.
We decided to take matters into our own hands. Come down here.
But Urion J came in tow with a bountiful bunch of buns.
So she says.
Ooh, the alliteration.
Something of a convenient
I had to do it.
excuse to visit Aetherius.
I like it.
Urion J made it sound absolutely marvelous. More so before the impending doom, but still. And it's not like there will ever be a better time.
Thank you.
What with the
Yep.
aforementioned doom.
By the way, as you notice, those boundaries are actually just suggestions.
Well, yeah. Otherwise, the zone would be very, difficult.
Weird. Yeah.
Oh, MPX is in
Maybe consider the plight of present company.
Second
He's
half.
downstairs.
second half of. Okay, so he's in tier 3 now.
Yep. The inner. Not the inner, but the inner.
Should you require any assistance with whatever?
Basically, not tier 1, not tier 2, tier 3, but not the big building.
Naturally, we would much prefer
Yeah.
to see them continue.
He isn't in the dome.
Hardly conducive to that, though, is it? Aye, not when you've all got such precious thoughts and feelings. And
But yeah, I kind of want that little tiny just bountiful
Speaking to Urion J,
pudding.
while we've carried out our duties to the
I mean, who knows? If we get the Loprit as one of the beast tribes, we may very well get that emote.
Yeah.
Or Pudding Way might come out with some quest later on that we can get it that way.
He's trying.
Well, the first thing is that they're going to be trying to put up the very first beast tribe is always going to be the combat oriented one.
Which I don't think. I think I know who I expect it to be. I don't know for a fact that's correct, but I think I know who I expect it to be. I think we've talked about it, Asher, and I think you agreed with me that it's a logical option.
That would be the most logical option because I really can't see the Loprits being the combat-oriented one.
No,
to be honest.
no. The only way I could see that is if like there was a new section of the moon, and it has to do with like clearing it out of some kind of infestation or something.
As you have surmised, preparations for the Exodus
In which
haven't
case,
proceeded as
moon's
smoothly
haunted.
as we had hoped.
The buns are not haunting. The buns are buns.
No, I just said an infestation deeper in the moon.
Well, okay. Actually, that's technically one of the
that would be an option.
That would be one of the
Well,
options.
while you're all chatting away, you're missing the prime opportunity here. Well, prime moment here where Charlene's realized that the whole time they've been resting their plans on bunnies.
I mean, come on. Neither side knew full well what was happening.
Trite, perhaps, but I followed my heart.
And both of them, the Loprits were expecting, you know, Watcher-sized, full, unsundered beings. Whereas the Charlenes were expecting, you know,
nevertheless, 'twas
people.
worth the journey to find
Or some kind of celestial beings, since it's Hydaelyn. Maybe crystalline.
Crystalline.
Ancients.
Ancient. Yeah. But
if that's all quite settled, can we start
bunnies?
moving before Urianger catches
Right.
his death? Even I'm freezing.
And the buns are like, wait, you're not children, are you? No.
Oh, I dare say
We're
you'll warm
full-sized
up
people.
quickly once you're aboard the airship. Sat shoulder to shoulder with our fur-covered friend.
And this book isn't a complete encyclopedia. No. Oh.
Yes, let's go to the annex. Let's go. I'm in a party of light.
that makes sense.
I am currently feeding said tiny bunny.
The buns. The true buns.
New knowledge. What is new knowledge?
I guess I'll meet you guys over there.
Oh boy, I have a story for you guys.
Yeah.
You don't want to bring your samurai out here, Asher?
No. I don't want to be murdered the moment I step outside.
I don't get it.
My samurai is 54.
Oh, right.
Quite literally murdered when I step outside.
Exactly.
Are we gonna show off the fun
Interesting
bit?
choice of sound effects for eating a muffin.
Wait, I don't remember that.
Oh, it was
visually
when you're.
Whoosh. It's like
Harf, harf, harf.
no. It's like
Oh, the weird squeaky sounds.
yes. For eating a muffin.
Yes. Lemon.
Yes.
Deceiver. Just trying to remember his lemon. The deceiver. Yo.
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 Really?
My car has hydraulics.
You're gonna break the hydraulics if you keep doing that.
Also, what do you think
Knock.
of my robe?
Huh? Of your robe?
Mm-hmm.
That's the 89 gear?
Yep.
It doesn't look too bad, I'll be honest.
It's not my thing, but, you know.
I mean, like, it kind of incorporates some of the older Final Fantasy stuff of, like, having basically the white robe with the red linings.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, I agree with that. And it kind of like it's a fun take on it, but at the same time, I don't know. I've never been as much as you know have been a white mage main in 11, and for most of this, I was just never a big fan of the red and white.
The one thing that's putting me off of it is the frills. There's a lot of... Oh, hello, Eric! What's always? It's been so long.
Eric. It's been 73 years. I hope you've been well. Since we haven't seen or heard from you from a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's a door. I've opened it.
Beware the door. I'm gonna go start playing Pokemon now.
Okay, let's see where this takes us.
Sleep all over the place, timing never quite right, being right mainly. You know, I get that.
There is a matter I wish to raise with you before we enter.
Go ahead, Alpha, no.
We are here to listen and to learn. But if the Forum's plans are more or less what I expect, then I should like to make a proposal that will serve our ends.
Go on.
He has a
By your
plan.
leave, of course.
There's a plan.
And you know how Alpha No's plans usually go.
I am
I don't see why
court
you
ordered to
your
not
words
comment.
and wits have gotten us this far.
Ah, yes. But would you rather have one of
Agreed.
Mishtola's plans
I will
happen?
present our queries
Yes.
so that you may consider the most
Oh god,
advantageous way to advance your
somebody's
proposal
ready roaring
without
for a chase.
distraction.
Correction. Race.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh, yeah, we can race.
If I may have your attention, the ad hoc session will now commence.
Commence.
The purpose
I
of
would be
today's
thinking that
assembly
you
is
would
to
be waiting
brief
on the
the
other
scions
person
of
to
the
help him
Seventh
move
Dawn
faster.
at their
Okay, bye.
request on the
Yeah.
great
Well, no,
expedition.
that's exactly what we're doing. Is
You may enter.
Well, yeah, but he's going to be showing up probably at the bottom of the Archean. Or so.
oh, I thought it was the other one that you came down from. Oh, okay. Oops. Also,
Well,
by the way,
That's
oops.
when you
Ow.
go later. Like, he'll probably be showing up here. Because I would think that he would just simply teleport there, talk to
behalf of
people,
the Forum,
and then come down.
I commend your heroic actions on the
Oh,
Magna
okay,
Gladiators.
okay.
We
So
shall
that's-
look
So
to
not
forget
this
your
we've done yet.
service to us
Cool,
and
cool,
the
cool,
people
cool.
of Rad's
Okay, we're heading up the ring then.
The Satrap, whom we have informed of the
yes.
refugees'
Up to
new
the medial.
allegiance, sings your praises as well.
Up to the
As an
remedial circuit.
expression of our gratitude,
Yep.
we will endeavor to answer your questions as fully
To
and
where our
openly
beloved grapes
as
have
we are
disappeared from.
Then let us begin. First, it is the Forum's objective to ferry the life
That's
and knowledge
awkward.
of
That
this star to the moon.
Lalafell Gleaner that just walked in front of us. At least walked
You
in
are.
front of me.
Yeah?
It is for this purpose.
For a second, I didn't think that was a Lalafell. For a second, I thought that was someone's minion. I was like, oh, that's a cool minion.
We
Where do you get that?
collected biological samples and scientific
Oh god.
Once that critical task has been
I mean, I've
accomplished,
seen tiny Lalafells, but that one took the cake.
citizenry,
Yeah.
which has been categorized into groups. The earliest arrivals.
Admittedly, I
include
think
your
people have been
hospitable
asking for
environments
where's
those who come
our best boy,
following our people.
best
we
bun
will send
boy
those
of
other
the
nations
expat
beginning with our
as the min.
Radzat Han was foremost in these.
Well, if we
But
do
since
end up,
the
if we
final
do
days
end up
have
with the
already come to
Gleaners
Favnia,
as the
we saw fit to
gathering
include the
tribe,
refugees with earlier groups.
then that would be a very, very clear answer.
An ambitious plan. You have accounted for the safety of all nations and tribes, then?
As many as we can.
And how, pray tell?
The other
decide
argument
who to
I
leave
have
behind?
against, or as a possible argument against the Gleaners
To
as a
journey
tribe,
beyond the sky
is the
is an
Gleaners are kind of
unprecedented
tied in
and
both to
immeasurably
the
endeavor.
Studia as well as
Introducing
to
sources of
the
inevitable conflict
levies.
would condemn all
Well,
to
no,
sudden
it is
death.
the levies. Because the levies, when you unlock them, pretty much tells you that you're doing this as on behalf of the
Questions
Gleaners.
as to the validity
Well,
of
so
that
is the
approach
hunt.
aside,
Essentially, you're basically
are your plans proceeding
the stuff
apace?
that the Gleaners
We're under the
aren't
impression that
picking
your
up.
primary means of celestial
Because-
transportation is
reasons.
incomplete.
So if you're doing all that on behalf of the Gleaners, and then, like I said, the Studia as well, you're basically just an expert Gleaner for them, then it's kind of weird to give them a
If
beast
only
tribe slot.
in that it does not meet our optimal parameters, that is correct. This arc, as some have taken to calling it, is fully operational and could be launched even today. However, the final days have progressed more quickly than we anticipated. At present, the ship is incapable of attaining speeds sufficient to meet our evacuation targets. Should we put the vessel into service, as it is now, we will be unable to travel to the moon and back quickly enough to
unnecessary number of trips. Precious lives and knowledge will be lost.
7 hells. Is there anything to be done?
The ether burner, the primary means of propulsion once the craft is in the space between stars, is undergoing testing to determine whether it can be made more efficient. Though cargo is being loaded for the initial phase of the Exodus, we are prepared to continue our experimentation up to the day before launch, should it prove necessary.
On the moon, we presume, because no one can actually go to the moon, and then you show up with a.
What if the Scions were to solve your problem? We shall help devise a means to improve the ether burner's efficiency on 2 conditions. If we succeed, you must allow us to meet with Hyderlin.
"'Twas simple enough to deduce. You have a Concord, and so you would never have abandoned the anti-tower had you no other means of communication.
Yeah, and then the Zone 6 one, it's just...
One far more convenient, I suspect.
I don't even understand. Like, we're just basically making fucking shit up. Like, this doesn't even exist.
The second condition, also to be met upon our success, is that we be permitted to propose another use for your Ark.
We would be at liberty to refuse this proposal.
Just don't worry about it so much. Why are you
Of course.
worried about it so much?
If we cannot prove its merit to the 99 here, who are we to stake on it the lives of all peoples of this star?
Delightful as always, Master Alfino. Oh, we couldn't have asked for a finer plan. Allow us to solve this complex engineering problem of which we were entirely unaware until moments ago. What could possibly go wrong? The satire writes itself. Yet, what field has not benefited from a change in perspective? When we are at wit's end, what we need is not the same dry theories recited ad nauseam, but fresh inspiration. I, for one, have faith in my erstwhile students to provide it, and I find their terms to be perfectly acceptable.
Order! Order! We have no time to waste on debate. I call a vote. All in favor of agreeing to the Scion's terms? "71 in favor, 28 against. The ayes have it. Fortuneau, as the architect of this project, you are the best candidate to show them its current state. And bear in mind that regardless of your personal misgivings, this is the will of the Forum.
Very well.
I call this session to a close. Return to your tasks with urgency. The final days wait for none.
I like how their dad didn't vote for this in the end.
Yeah.
Also, happy that I called the Ark a long time ago. Not that that was, I guess, it was not unobvious, but happy for it regardless.
Yeah, by the time you called it, in fairness, the signs were getting a little obvious. Though, in fairness, I don't think I actually called the arc until I actually got to the moon and met the Leoparids, and I'm like, oh, fuck, really? That's what the whole thing was. Ooh.
And then Alphino's plan's kind of obvious too, right? What his proposal is going to be.
Well, of course. I mean,
Yeah.
they don't have a starship anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
And starships are meant to fly.
Starship fun.
I mean, does it require putting your hands up to touch the sky though? That might be a big ask.
No.
But if you do, then you can't stop because we'll be so high. Shall we do this one?
Well, yeah. I mean, go to the moon. I agree. I was trying to set you up for it, but you got to before I could put the alley oop.
With thanks to one Miss Nicole Minaj.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, I see. Right, because you have to take the lift down. Okay, perfect,
Yep.
perfect.
Lift me down.
Myself and Sanger are waiting with the car at the bottom of the lift.
Yay.
I have friends in low places.
None of us are petard.
With apologies to one Mr. Garth Brooks. Let's not, please.
No. There he is. Run him over.
No, if you take me out, okay. I guess like I was gonna say you have to take him out too, but I forgot he's not in your view. If I go down, I'm taking him with me.
It's just the twins' dad.
Ah! Ow!
I mean, no one really cares about Postman.
There we go. I actually did a pretty good job of that, I see. Now I'm just waiting on a position. There we are.
Position.
We are going there. Copy that. Oh, right. Yeah, no, I should have known.
Oh, is he doing the,
He's got to go into the building to get access to the third ring.
The murderers are in the building.
Done the, show the buns around bit? At least the intermediate ring?
No.
No.
Okay.
No, he has to go down first and do stuff down there and then get that.
Yeah.
Yes. Before he can learn the reason why lemons are the betrayer.
Also, it didn't seem like I guess it wasn't a stretch either based on the conversations in the last stream, but the sixth zone is, I mean, without knowing specifically where we're going, has revealed, I guess its direction is revealed at this point. At least to me, it's revealed.
That's what you feel, and we're accepting that is your head.
That's, I'm putting it in there for. I'm putting it in there. I've been on a good roll in Endwalker, so let's see if that holds up.
I feel like I know what you're thinking, and I'll accept that's your headcanon. We also still have the Who Will Die pool.
Oh, that's right.
One person said Urianger, and the other person said either Yshtul or Urianger.
I'm Yshtul or Urianger. One of those two is in the dead pool for me.
I think I had to talk to every single one of them.
Yes, you did.
Single one of them.
Mm-hmm. That is an accurate statement.
I accidentally talked to a couple of multiple times when I shouldn't have.
Also, I may have to stand corrected now that now that you have now that the buns have come down from the moon, or at least a lot of them have, Cheating Way may already be in Char. Because I don't remember if Cheating Way goes into Char when they first come down or later after they kind of spread out a little bit from all hanging out, tagging along after Urianger. Also, you're going to have to take the lift again, so we might as well get positioned on the other end of that.
Just a quick trip out.
Quick trip.
Did you put him on the wrong side of the lift?
No, I put him on the right side, but then he's going to have to take it down. So we're going to have to be waiting downstairs. So now's when we're waiting downstairs where I was originally waiting and chilling.
Yeah.
So I have a question on the form secrecy policy.
On the what?
On the form's secrecy policy. Does Mom know what's going on?
I think by
until
now,
the official
yes.
release.
Yeah,
Because
they
the
have
official
released.
release was broken before we went to Elpis.
So everybody
Actually,
should
before
know.
we went to Thavnir, wasn't it?
No.
Let me rephrase, because
Second time when we did the 87 dungeon or so.
It might have been before Thavnir was on fire.
I guess here, let me try rephrasing because I think I was putting us in the wrong direction. Did she know before?
I'm pretty sure she did not know before.
Okay.
Because she not herself one of the 99. So the 99 were. It wasn't even that they were prohibited, as they were physically incapable.
The
Not
other
to mention,
factor is
if from all the gleaners which we were talking to, they didn't have an idea of what the business of this was and why it's got
They
so
had this fish.
Yes.
I'm just saying. The only reason I'm asking is it seems gnarly that like you can't tell your own wife that. Oh, I'm trying to ferry us off this world one day.
well, remember, Fortuno's wife, the Queen's mother, is a fairly perceptive woman, and she knew that something like once he got elected to the 99, something changed, and she couldn't put down why, but she knew something had changed with her husband.
She knew that, but she didn't know why.
Yeah.
Oh, is Coco over there for you? Because Coco's literally over here for me.
Same for me. Boom!
No, been
Oof.
there, done that.
Well, remember what his favorite pastime is.
True.
Think, Coco, think.
I thought you were saying boom to the fact that I kind of clipped him with my car.
No. And Melly, if you did clip him, he probably would explode.
Yes.
Probably.
That does sound rather lovely.
The only question would be how far I could punt him with the car before he exploded.
Oh no.
The schedule remains
What? Oh no.
Drama.
Which is why the forum has elected to accept assistance in resolving the conundrum.
Wait, how come we haven't asked Sid to help us yet? That just occurred to me.
Sid's not allowed here at the.
And I say Sid, but you all know who I really want. You all know who I really want to come and help us.
Obviously, you want Jesse.
Exactly.
Like, why would you want Biggs or Wedge here?
No, I don't want them. No, not them.
Oh no, I know who you really want. You want the shadow power behind Sid Iron, behind Garland Ironworks.
Yes.
You want Tataru to show up.
I mean, I think she'd be best for the situation.
You know that she is the shadow power behind Garland Ironworks. I mean, let's be honest. At this point, I'm starting to think that Tataru is actually the shadow power behind the House of Splendors. I think Rowan has been ousted.
Even out in that black void where the ether's right sparse.
Rowena is technically working for Kataru, and she just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah, I think at this point, I mean, let's be honest. The next expansion is going to be dealing with the repercussions of her empire, because at this point she's ousted. She's taken over Ironworks. She's ousted Rona. She's already working on unseating Lolorito.
Don't you think I'd have built it that way in the first place?
I mean, she is her. She is going to be the power player.
Yes, they too are conducting their own research, for lack of a ready answer. The moon's propulsion systems are considerable, naturally, yet they are commensurately massive. It is no easy feat to convert their technology into an efficient means of propulsion for a teeny tiny toy boat, as they say, and as I most certainly do not.
Yes, exactly. Damn it all, I asked for refined adamantite and they send me uppity rabbits with inscrutable, ancient, incompatible technology. You're trying to drive me mad.
Do you speak of Allegan refined adamantite, perchance?
You know of it?
You should have asked the guy who spent 2 lifetimes in a library.
Secrets of its production were
2 lifetimes. 10.
As I recall,
Sorry. I mean, there was a T in there somewhere.
Not to mention the fact that we know that he is descended from Allegan royalty.
Material more conductive far as I know. Slotting some ends like blowing up a dam and watching the river of ether come rushing through. Ain't a living soul that knows how to make it though. We were fortunate enough to salvage some for the ether burner, just a wee bit, mind, from a chunk of Dalamud that came hurtling into the northern empty during the calamity. With more, well.
And as a result, actually there is one soul living who knows how to make it, even if he doesn't necessarily have the skill to do it.
Surely the many
He has
shards
the
of
knowledge.
diamond scattered throughout Eorzea would suffice. Why not get the
That would have been a
refined
whole
adamantite
other
from
interesting
them?
path.
Right.
We tried, believe you me. But only a few specialised pieces would have had any in them to begin with. Drive calls from Ragnarok class internment hulks. Those are the prize bits we really need. According to the gleaners, getting to them means delving deep into the shards. And the defences are still very operational and very eager to blow them up. It's rough going in there, even for the cream. Not sure they'd make it out alive.
I don't know which answer I want to put here.
Explosions? Yes.
That may be for the best, though
God,
you
now all I
doubtless
can
find
think
the
of is
task
like,
too
what's
dull for your liking.
MPX? What's the Muppet that was always causing explosions?
there are multiple internment hulks
Crazy
in
Ivan?
Eorzea alone.
Crazy
So
Ivan.
handling
There
this
we go.
ourselves may not be the most efficient option. Rather, if we could salvage adamantite from the shards simultaneously. Thancred, is the link shell we established before you went to Garlemald still active?
Of course. The floor is yours. What's all this?
Gathering firewood, so to speak. We alone can accomplish little, but joined by others, we may yet build a bonfire to carry us heavensward.
Heaven's Word is the wrong expansion, Alphano. Jesus.
This is Alphano. The Scions have need of you.
Yeah, we can't roll credits on that
Understood.
expansion.
I will contact
We left
Lord
that expansion
Commander and
months ago.
dispatch our finest at once.
My sisters are somewhat preoccupied with the final days, so I will lead the 12-foot expedition myself.
Are you aware of any other sources of refined adamantite?
Logically, such an invaluable alloy would have been utilized solely where absolutely necessary, in components intended to conduct
conduct or collect surpassing amounts of ether. Any extant instrumentation or devices would have likely found their way into the hands of etherologists or enthusiasts.
Magical artifacts of Allagan design? The Eastern Alliance will send word to one and all. Are there other ways we may offer aid? No shards of the Lesser Moon scar our soil, but our stake in this cause is no less for it.
Is there anything in Othard that might be of use to you?
What did you say? Oh, you got friends in far places, lad. Any road, if you're offering, I wouldn't say no to one of those Far Eastern sacred relics. Some of them can hold enough ether to summon a whole damn primal. Combine a source like that with the ether burner, and 3, 2, 1, kaboom!
I gather you heard his explosive enthusiasm. Might you secure us a suitable relic?
It shall be done. I know little of machines, but I promise we will do our utmost to gather the materials you need to finish your starship. I am glad for the work, in truth. Better to busy oneself than wait and fret over disasters foretold.
Then why are we all still standing about yapping? There's plunder for the taking, and I'm a born plunderer. I'll be an old Charlian before you know it. Start mixing the grog.
I'm certain that can be arranged. Thank you all, and do be careful.
Just like that.
Aye, just like that. Our refined adamantite is on its way. Now let us consider our next steps, shall we? There's yet much to be done.
What?
I'm looking and somebody's shouting like, "Everyone welcome Vitrus Tenebrae to the Grand Order of the Dodo."
Yeah, that was ages ago.
What?
Yeah. I saw it like over 15, 20 minutes ago.
I mean, it was 12 minutes ago that it appeared in chat, but
Wow.
I've got timestamps on.
Okay.
22:16.
Well, you lose time in cutscenes.
That is accurate. Also, time is a construct.
Time is a beanie.
Graha tia quote insert here.
Time is a flat circle?
No. His little spell when he summoned the other 7.
Oh, I don't remember it now.
Oh, meanwhile, ooh.
Enjoy the meanwhiles.
There will be a lot of them.
Our course of action is clear. We must harvest refined adamantite from the shards of Dalamud and procure arcane relics of Allagan.
This is a view.
Summon the best and brightest of our immortal flames and form an expeditionary party at once. Call upon the Sultan Sworn and Brass Blades for support as you must. Papashan, send word to the guilds. We will require the expertise of master artisans if we are to have any hope of identifying and recovering these elusive materials. Viergeist, we have need of your stone torches. They are to assist the immortal flames in scouring the ruins and to help secure the surrounding areas. I trust I can count on your support.
As commander of the Stone Torches, my son Zimberg will personally see it done.
Pippin, I would have you lead the raiding party. Assemble your finest, and with Tizona's blade clear the way.
But we're coming up on probably one of the
Lord
best
Lolorito,
cutscenes.
I
I'd
pray
put it.
you take charge of the search for Allagan relics.
Not that close, unfortunately. The one that you're thinking of, I'm pretty positive I know which one you're thinking of, is towards the end of this area.
Yeah.
The final days descend upon our world. If circumstances are
before the
truly
89,
as dire
but
as
I
they
guess
say,
it's after.
Oh no,
Eldar's best
it's definitely
efforts
before the
failed
89.
And yet, when we Eorzeans rose
Because
from the
remember
ashes
the
to
deal.
rebuild our broken realm,
Yeah.
that which seems all but impossible
So you
to
get that
overcome
cutscene
alone
before you
will
get
yet
down
be
to the
possible if
dome.
we stand together. It was the Scions who united us then, and it is the Scions who call upon us now. Uldar will answer that call. We will summon our courage and join the fight for our world's future. You know your duties. I, Nanamo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, bid you good luck and Godspeed.
Excuse me.
Alone. Oh right, he's going deep into the meanwhile rabbit hole, isn't he?
Let's face it, instead of him doing the gathering the MacGuffin for the what's it? It's somebody else's job for once.
Somebody else's.
Instead of us going around, it's like, no.
We fielded
no.
a goodly number.
We spent
We have
all this
better-
time,
heavy with healers.
all this
And an
time
abundance of
building this
restorative
vast
magics will
fucking
be of
network.
little help in destroying
Let's make
government.
them work for
Still,
once.
It has ever been
Y'all
thus
can do
with
this for
Dahlia.
us for once.
We must steel ourselves for a protracted engagement.
I mean, it's your planet too.
Yep.
In that case, might I suggest taking us along?
And if you'll excuse me, I will return momentarily.
What are you doing here?
None of the shards in Girabania are big enough to hold an internment hulk. So we said to ourselves, why not lend our neighbors a hand? We thought you might be short on people with a talent for breaking things.
While it pains me to admit it, you are right. Our deficiencies so plain to see.
It might have been a lifetime ago, but I was once one of the Scions assigned to the Shroud. I know this forest well. I know your people. And I know we will be stronger if we fight this fight together.
Then I will impose upon you with a clear conscience. Come, let us speak of how to integrate our forces.
I won't let it all be for nothing. I promise you, Papalimo.
Meanwhile, what is this?
Like I said, you're going down the meanwhile rabbit hole. Oh, so I'm back.
You've returned from your rabbit hole?
Sure, we'll go with that.
There you are.
I mean, think about how many different regions there are. How many different allies you've made along the way that are all going to be working on this for us. As you can imagine, there's a lot of people that owe us favors, and we're fucking calling them in.
I mean, we were calling them in to save the world, so like.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we're doing it for greedy purposes or anything. We're not being, assholes about it, but we are calling them in.
That was a roar. A dragon's roar.
You were calling in all of the favors.
all of a sudden, meanwhile, waddle waddle, you need this now, yes, yes?
And so, in summation, the Eastern Alliance, as well as the Honourable Lord Lolorito himself, reached out to me for assistance in procuring these treasures of the divine, and I, in turn, do beseech the Confederacy for aid. Is that...
Hancock? What a surprise this is. And a
My favorite Beastman.
I have a favor to ask, you see.
Ah, yes. Our favorite Beastman and our most distrusted weeb. I mean, Hancock.
No, he's not a ninja.
Why not?
That's what makes him the most distrusted, is because he didn't go ninja. He just went full otaku.
You mean samurai?
No, that's Gosetsu.
Gosetsu is...
Oh, I'm running a bunch of people over now. Oops.
Monster. Oddly enough, the only people you didn't run over are the two people we think are in our Deadpool.
Wait, let me fix this.
Yeah. Yep. You have now fulfilled our Deadpool.
This turtle isn't a ninja, is it? Actually, I think Sorbonne might be a ninja.
I thought they were samurai.
He's a merchant.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
But there are some members of his race that are ninja.
I don't know if you're muted or what, but
They're not mutants, and I don't think we've met any teenagers. Sorry,
Well,
I had to pause and. Oh, okay.
I don't know if you're muted or what, but I cannot hear the company.
What?
That's what Eric Foxy just posted.
Oh.
Like, can you not hear us, or?
I'm sad if you can't hear us.
I mean, your audio, you're coming through.
Let me listen, just to make sure. No, I hear us.
I'm not sure then. There's a crystal to lick.
Maybe you need to turn down game audio again.
Possible. I don't know. What did you hear? Did it sound like the in-game audio was drowning us out?
I'm barely hearing us. From
like maybe maybe we need to kick our volume up.
Yeah, I'll adjust it on my end. No worries.
I heard I'm not sure then, but then before that was super muted.
Okay, I've made some adjustments. We'll see if it helps.
Oh, hey Michael. There's the mount I want from Eureka.
Ozma.
Ozma. We need people.
Like a noise filter cutting it out, that's what it felt like, but I hear you all again. Okay, well, if you hear us all again, then that's good. We can work with that. But to summarize, basically, no, the Kojin, that individual one was a merchant, but some Kojin are ninjas, but they are not mutants, and I don't know that we've necessarily met any teenagers.
We have met at least one samurai too.
No. There in the Beast Tribe quest, there is that young Kojin that we always have to go find in the middle of the ocean.
Oh yeah, that's true. But I
Yeah.
don't think that one is, we don't know what that one's role is because all they do is gather.
Yeah.
But there are. Okay, this is no mutants. I guess that's the only thing. There are no mutant versions of the Kojin. Otherwise, there's one of each of those terms, just not the mutant. There are teenage, there are turtles, and there are ninjas, but there are no mutants. Although, I mean, if they pray hard enough, they can summon one. A teenage mutant ninja turtle.
I mean, in theory, but why would they necessarily want to? They don't even really have a concept of mutation.
I mean, we can cheat and just say the primal is a mutation in and of itself.
I disagree. It's magic more than mutation.
No, but we can, for the spirit of it, we can just go with that part.
Nope, I can't accept it.
I think you can.
There are 5 schools of being. There's natural, magic, mutation, science, and technology. Never the 5 shall cross. And yes, Eric, I did just do that. That one was for us. And also a little bit for Asher, because he did get to play that too. That's a different MMO that we haven't done on stream.
We did, well, you did it on your personal channel.
Yeah, I did briefly on my personal channel.
Considering that I found out that one MMO that I was really interested in has now been royally hamstrung, and now barely anybody plays it.
Which one's that?
Secret World. Or The Secret World. Because,
yeah, that one did sound like it had some potential. Like, you could be, I think you could be Illuminati, and that had some potential.
Well, it did have a lot of good potential. The only problem was that EA got to it and changed it to
EA.
Secret World Legends. And they've barely done anything other than try to make it a poor cash box of an MMO.
Mm-hmm.
Because one of the things about the Secret World was the fact that it had a bit of AR elements to it.
I'm sorry, AR? Augmented reality?
Yeah.
An ARG.
Where you would have to, ARG stuff. Where you'd have to, know or search about stuff in order to progress certain quests or do certain things in game.
Interesting.
And so you actually had an in-game browser window to try and help you do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? That in-game browser does not work at all anymore.
So what I'm hearing is that Secret World really needs a private server experience.
Private World and not Secret World Legends. It has to be the Secret World.
Classical.
Classic, yeah. The other factor that I know about it was the factor that, let's see. Oh yeah, all the ARG stuff in it, they added a ton of clues that just make the ARG aspect irrelevant now.
Quick question. Is there a way to inspect NPCs?
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to figure out why this guy has mechanical legs.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Aren't you in a cutscene?
No. Well, technically, yes.
I was gonna say, it says you're in a cutscene on my screen. I'm confused now.
Well, it's like I have this wide shot of him, and it's like he's wearing the usual Charlian, researcher's outfit, except he's wearing, cyber pants.
Cyber pants.
Cyber pads.
Yes.
Cyber pants. Is that what Cybermen put on in the cyber morning? Is cyber pants?
We don't talk about Cybermen.
I don't really like the ARG thing myself, admittedly. I don't want to feel like I have to dig around outside the game to know what's going on in the game.
And that's absolutely fair.
That's fair. It's perfectly fine. I mean, like, I liked it because, like, most of the ARG stuff was actually pop culture references and things of that nature. And or mostly historical / conspiratorial type referential stuff. So it's like, oh, hey, when did the 100 Years' War last? Until, or how long was the 100 Years' War, which was like 118 years.
It's a mammoth based off of the various scholar models from Final Fantasies.
Mammoth?
Ah.
Yeah, okay, the Aporia, it's on the southern side.
Oh, well.
Is there any actual way to get it?
Not that I'm aware of, but that, of course, could certainly change. It's possible you might be able to buy it as if you have tier 3 in this area. Because God knows I don't, so I couldn't say for sure.
Hey Eddie, do you have tier 3 in this area?
Sorry?
Do you have tier 3 in this area?
Tier 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fate grinding. Because you've been insane at it.
Oh, no. It's too difficult to do here. I only have rank 3 on the...
Tonight or Wednesday, probably Wednesday, you should be able to do it more easily.
I almost have it on the moon. I'm like a handful of fights away from completing the moon. Rank 3. Yay! We won!
I'm presuming back to the Hamlet. Oh, right. I should have remembered that.
Nay.
I literally helped MPX with this one earlier.
Ring around the rosy. Oh wait, no, this is where he goes back and finds out why lemons are the deceiver.
Oh, it's time for that, is it?
The betrayer.
Cooking way. Raw food is cooking.
Is it faster to take the lift?
Well, we could take you up if you want to.
Well, I don't know. Can
wait.
we? Does
no,
it
I think
require you to take the lift?
I
No.
think he has to talk to somebody in the lift, in the area of the lift first.
Yes.
Okay. But then, yeah, and then you go to the cooking way that doesn't cook.
Cooking way.
Yep.
Doesn't cook.
Cooking way.
Cooking way. I like raw food. I'm sorry, you what?
Raw sushi. Everything is better in the raw sushi.
And that's all the Aether currents for this zone.
Am I?
No.
Am I derping? Oh, did I go up too high? I think it's too high. I went up way too high.
Cause I got high. Cause I got high. Cause I got high. Da, 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 da.
Da, da. Get in, loser. We're going to eat lemons.
And pumpkins.
Oh my.
And low poly grapes.
Ah, yes. The grapes.
The grapes.
The grapes.
This is probably why a lot of people noticed the grapes were low poly in the first place.
The memes.
No, like, this led to the memes because, like, oh, hey, let's take a. Why are these things fucking diamonds?
I'm cooking away. Come with me. I'm with me cooking away. Okay, just be careful. Where my succubus is, that's where cooking way is. So don't run over cooking way. You ran over cooking way. May have not run over cooking way now. I can't tell. Very at the edge. Nope, no, now you did. There, totally gone. Engulfed in your car.
It's funny though, as much attention as was paid to every goddamn facet of this expansion, those damn grapes.
Damn grapes.
I'm just gonna stay parked here for now.
Yes, these are the grapes cooking way. Look how they glow.
See how they glitter. Oh, sorry, wrong show.
Excuse me. Ah. The next treat. Treat yourself.
The next treat, a whole raw pumpkin with no spice. Oh no, wait, it's not the pumpkin yet.
Next.
Now I believe should be the pumpkin.
Whatever it is growing green. It must be radioactive.
That can't be good.
It's oranges. I mean, they just have a high radium content. I don't know why Charlene tills the soil with radium.
Humanity escapes the final days by boarding an Ark. Ark is contains radiated vegetables. Everybody dies.
Well, that's why the Loprits are here, to figure these things out beforehand.
Not to mention, we've now established that at least as far as Midian and her sisters can determine, we are the only life in this reflection, in the source.
Well, that they found. I mean,
or technically
there was
in
a
any,
limited
because
amount
that
of
was
them.
before the shatter. That's true. They may have certainly missed planets. Plus, it was, millennia ago, so it's entirely possible there are other planets that got started on the whole, their own version of the Cambrian explosion after the sisters went out and did their thing.
Eat the lemon muffin.
Eat the lemon. Betrayer. Deceiver. Sproink.
What do you mean you never use lemon in its natural state? I demand respect. Lemons are great.
But do you use them in their most basic state, Eddie?
Yes, I squeegee it all over food. Squeegee's maybe not the right word.
Bit
into the rind.
You're squeezing out the juice, Eddie.
Yeah, Mexicans usually tend to nibble on it.
The rind.
Is sometimes the kids mostly.
I will say this: the pith is extremely bitter. And the way that I thought, basically, Cooking Way did all this was he just picked it up and just took a straight bite out of it.
Probably directly through the skin, yeah.
Considering how he consumed the pumpkin.
And trust me, the zest, well, very aromatic.
Also incredibly good.
It is not very tasty. And combine that with the pith. Ugh. Why do you think zest is always very little when flavoring?
Mm-hmm.
Zest. Oh, did we ever reply to Eric Foxy's thing about the ARG?
Yeah, we did reply.
Okay. Just want to make sure we are not ignoring Eric Foxy.
We're not.
I would never.
This might be my last quest, and we might be done for the day.
Yeah, it's hidden 11, so I understand that energy.
Or lack thereof.
That too. What's the name of the quest you're on right now?
Agricultural shock.
Okay.
I think we're finishing that
I
up.
missed the door. I was gonna drive you inside. I got stuck on the menu. My right stick isn't turning because I'm inside the journal.
Oh, good. I need the exercise.
But yeah, after this, 1, 2, 3, 4 quests until the magical cutscene, I think.
Yeah, the one that I was thinking of.
Yeah. And then the quest after that is the one that unlocks both dungeon and trial.
And the trial you wanted is heavily recommended to do with the trust slash
The trial or the dungeon?
The trial.
trial.
The dungeon
Okay.
we can definitely do with the 4 of us.
Okay. Is this
You're
trial
not being
unique?
ignored. I'm sorry. I don't know how to tell you. You're not being ignored. And it is well, I mean, unique is a kind of weird term
Well,
to kind of
I mean,
lock on.
unique in that is that the only trial that can be done with the trust system?
Currently,
Because
So
okay,
far, yes. They mentioned that it's basically a trial run, and they were seeing how it would do, and people really liked it, and it does actually handle very well. So they may be either updating to allow more trials to use them, or the future trials can include them as well.
gotcha.
So
Okay.
Which I would love that. I would love to be able to go back and do Seed of Sacrifice with my avatars.
I don't remember. Seed of Sacrifice is
A Warrior of Light.
all right. True.
That one, and also very much Memoria Misera, which is Hades.
I was going like, that's obviously Hades.
The Zodiac fight was pretty fun too, I thought.
Yeah, Zodiac could be a fun one to do it with too.
Yeah.
And they could also potentially add the 90 trial into that. That would also be pretty kick-ass to do with Trust.
Okay. Any last minute housekeeping we should do before we sign off for tonight?
Wednesday is a definite, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Wednesday we'll be back. We will continue. We will, at that point, very likely be doing at least... I feel like we can at least get to the 89 dungeon and through it. The trial, probably. Maybe not, but probably. And then... I think next Saturday is going to be... presuming we're doing another late start Saturday.
Yep.
I think that next Saturday is probably going to be when you guys finally unlock Zone 6.
Yeah.
Which means, well, you'll get to test your theory on what Zone 6 is.
Sweet.
Maybe maybe finally be able to get out at least the rest of Samurai's left side.
Oh, fancy.
I think
I'd
that's
even-
got the Forisms for a...
There's a good chance, a strong chance that I'll have a 90 character by Wednesday.
Nice. That would be useful. Granted, that 90 won't be so the way the quest levels are going. You don't start getting into 90 level quests until about halfway through Zone 6. So it'll be useful to still have at least 189 as you're going into that.
The only 88 character I have right now is sorry, Dark Knight and Summoner are both 88 right now.
Okay, so if you got 2 88s, then you should be pretty good to have because you still have like five more 88 quests or before the first 89 quest, which is the one that unlocks the dungeon and trial. So you still have a little ground there. You just probably don't want to... You want to make sure you keep at least one thing 89 for after that for a little while, so that you're not wasting XP.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
It was one of those ones where, like, I kind of somehow did it just right, where my Black Mage got to 90, but I still had Gunbreaker available. And as soon as Gunbreaker hit 90, that was my first 90 quest. So,
whereas I did it just wrong and was like 1 or 2 quests into Zone 6, hit 90 on Soggy, and said, "Oh, shit, and had to immediately go and start leveling Reaper to get it up to speed.
I mean, given how I have so many characters in proximity to 90, even if I did overshoot it, it wouldn't be the worst thing.
I mean, it's still XP. It's still a risk of losing XP. That's ultimately what I'm like. Let's maybe not if we can avoid it.
That was a bigger deal when I had, when Endwalker was weeks away than it is now.
I suppose.
Okay, in that case, we're signing off. We'll see everybody on Wednesday for more the online Final Fantasy game.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.